3 of the NatWest Six Nations. It's Ireland against Wales. We're here at the Aviva Stadium. We're here at the Aviva Fan Studio. We've got a good rowdy crowd in today. We're going to come and chat to you in a little bit and get you to pick your man of the match as well. And we've got a good rowdy panel as well, a panel of absolute legends. I think you'll agree. Tom Shanklin, everyone. Couple of boots over there. Ian Madigan, everybody. Stuart Lancaster. And Larissa Muldoon. Thanks a million for coming in. This is great. This is the biggest panel we've ever had, Tom, and we've given you a handheld mic because you're Welsh and you're not entitled to a lapel mic. But we are happy-ish to have you. So
well, it's a weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch out.
We'll see how we get on over the next little while. A couple of things that we wanted to talk to you about, and primarily to do with the balance of the teams here today. 3 lines, Tom, gone from that Irish team. 3 lines in from the Welsh team. I'm feeling a bit nervous now, I have to say, from an Irish point of view.
Good. Look, it's great to have 3 lines back, but I think the 3 lines selected, you know, you look at Dan Bigger, you look at Lee Halfpenny, it's quite a pragmatic approach and a quite pragmatic selection, because Wales weren't great in the high ball against England. Okay, we lost out a lot. With Lee Halfpenny back, with Dan Bigger back, 2 probably of the best guys in Wales we've got of retrieving balls. So that's what we got. But I really think I'd like to see Rhys Patchell at 10.
Really?
Yeah, I would have, because I think he's still in credit from his game against Scotland. He's put on a lot of pressure against England, but what you get with him is he gets his backline moving. He's an attacking threat, ball in hand. He's got pace. He's big. So for me, I still like to see him at 10, but it's still a strong selection. I
was talking to Rhys Priestland during the week, and I asked him that question, sort of expecting the Dan Bigger answer, and I'm surprised now to hear that you say if every out half is fit, that Patchell gets the nod. And
he's ginger as well. We've not got enough gingers in the Welsh team.
I can get behind that.
You need a few Vikings in there.
Yeah.
But no, he is good. He's if you're a defender and you've got Dan Bigger or you've got Rhys Patchell in front of you, Rhys Patchell is going to scare you more because of what he can do, and because he can make a break, and because he's got pace, and because you know it's that Scarlett's factor as well. And Wales have had a plan A for a long time. They never had a plan B. Plan B was do plan A better. Right. But with Rhys Patchell there and with the Scarlett's boys there, we can play a higher tempo game. There's more offloads. It's a faster pace, and it's a shame that he's not involved in the 23. But look, still very, very strong. You know, you've got 3 lines back. It's amazing. Somebody
who actually knows about this position, Ian. What are you thinking? No disrespect.
None taken.
For me, I'm a huge fan of the 2 guys. You know, I think they're both brilliant dead halves. I suppose with Dan, you know, I'm sure they've gone with him more because of his experience, and I know that he mightn't offer the running threat that Rhys would offer, but I know for the back 3. He'll be given, like Rob Kearney, Keith Earls, you know, Jacob, a real headache in how he'll manage that side of the game. You know, he's a real tactician. He can do the crossfield kick incredibly well. His own up and under, the chip and chase. He's got excellent hand speed. You know, really good passer of the ball, and he plays close to the gain line. And I think where Rhys got caught out against England was knowing when to play flat and when to give himself a bit more time, and that, you know, that probably comes with a bit more experience of playing, you know, at international level, and I think that's probably why they've gone with Dan today, because, you know, he's had that experience, and on top of that, he's a fantastic competitor. I'm really looking forward to seeing himself and Johnny go out and, you know, battle it out today.
What about the impact of the loss of Henshaw from that backline and the importance that he brings to it, and the impact almost that'll have on Johnny Sexton's game today?
Yeah, look, Robbie's a big loss. I think he's the real glue in that Irish team. He gets through a huge amount of work, both in defence and attack. You know, he's an incredibly unselfish player, takes on the tough carries himself. But, you know, Farrell's come in, he's a similar player, he carries hard, wouldn't quite have the experience, and I'm sure, you know, he mightn't have the same talk that Robbie would have, and that's probably the bit that Johnny's going to miss today, is having the communication coming in from out wide. So, you know, it could be a bit more lonely for him out there today, but hopefully, you know, Farrell gets off to a fast start, gets his confidence up, and you know, gets the communication going with Johnny. We see them spread the ball wide and get it to our danger men.
Yeah. All right, keep your comments coming in. Hashtag Aviva Fan Studio, and the best comment over the course of the day is going to come and join us right here at the Aviva Fan Studio for the Scotland game. So once we've beaten Wales and the Grand Slam rolls on to the Scotland game, you can come and join us. Keep your comments coming in. We'll get to those in just a couple of minutes. Your thoughts, Larissa, just on that dynamic of the loss of Henshaw as somebody who's 68 caps for Ireland at scrum half, that dynamic of losing such an important person in those partnerships?
Yeah, I think just his role, you know, in the midfield, he's constantly talking, but the lines are running, like you saw the try he scored, you know, that pass from Murray. He's just always looking, he's relentless. I think in the breakdown, I think in the contact area, he'll be a massive loss. But I think, you know, with Sexton there, obviously you got Earls, Carney, Jacob. I think if they're talking all day, I don't think it's going to be an issue. And like, what an occasion for Farrell to go out, you know, home soil to play the Welsh. Yeah, it'd be fab. But obviously, you know, Robbie is a massive loss, but I think Farrell, no better man to step into his shoes. Yeah,
daunting for Farrell. Just on the broader point, Stuart, about the players that are missing, the potentially three of the most important players, regardless of the positions, from an Irish point of view, and the impact that has on Joe's planning this week. And he's obviously trying to instill a bit of confidence, obviously, in some of the guys that have come in there, particularly the likes of Chris Farrell.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a week off last week, so Joe would have known, obviously, with Robbie and Tig in particular, that they were going to be out probably relatively early. So Andrew Porter will be well prepped, Chris Farrell will be well prepped. And knowing Joe, I mean, I don't know him that well, but certainly when you speak to the boys, the whole team will be well prepped. So they'll be organised and confident going into the game, but I think it's a tight one. It's a tight one to call. You know, I've got a huge amount of respect for Wales, and also the Scarlets in particular. You know, we played against them in the Pro 14 final. They had a man sent off and we couldn't break down the defence. And people underestimate, I think, the quality of the Welsh defence. They talk about the offloading game and everything else, but you know, whether it's Sean or I think it's Byron who does it, Scarlets, very, very good defensive team and hold great width. And I think part of the reason they beat Scotland was actually the quality of their defence. They play 14 in the front line a lot of the time, which leaves Halfpenny covering the backfield and zone. And we had the conversation earlier on about the kicking game. You know, it's not just an aerial threat, but Ireland have to play a sensible attacking kicking game as well to break down this Welsh defence. Because if you keep running and running and running at the red wall, then they'll force turnovers, they'll force errors, and the offloading game will hurt Ireland. So it's going to be a really interesting tactical game from both teams.
You see Porter obviously day in, day out. You're a massive fan. Yeah,
no doubt in my mind about Andrew Porter. Obviously, massive step up to come into an international game. Great to get 70-odd minutes, you know, in the previous game against Italy. But so when I came to Leinster, he was playing at Loosehead, and having coached, you know, the likes of Dan Cole and Kyle Sinclair and Kieran Brooks and the English tight heads, I was like, who is this kid? And you know, we all made the collective decision, Leinster, Ireland, that he should be looked at as a tight head. And he's going to be some player. I mean, he's as good as any of the ones I've ever coached. He's powerful, he's strong, he's a good scrummager, he wants to play tight head, and his ability to get around the field and be a ball player is exceptional. I think he's a really, really exciting prospect. So it's a short-term pain for Ireland to lose Tig, but it's a brilliant, brilliant development opportunity for Andrew in the lead-up to 2019.
I did say I was slightly worried before we started this, but all this talk is getting me feeling a bit more positive about the Irish team. Ian, jump on the confidence meter there behind you if you wouldn't mind. Just put your hand there and just get a bit of a steer from the audience as to which way we're leaning here. Anybody, is the confidence growing a little bit? Yeah. Pretty good. What are we thinking?
Not the sun, not the shades yet.
Keep going, keep going. Oh. Let's not get too carried away.
Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to go.
Tom, one of the other things here, brilliantly worded, obviously, war games.
Like we've done there.
Yeah, absolutely. Up all night thinking of that one.
Very clever.
You've worked for 4 years under Warren Gatland. He's been talking this week about, he says Ireland are not the best team in the tournament. Is that every Welsh person's thought? Speak on behalf of the nation.
Yeah, what have you done to Warren Gatland? Why don't you like him?
I think it's two-way traffic here, but
I think what you get now with coaches, a lot of them, they're trying to hype the game up as well. It's, you know, you get it from Eddie Jones, you get the odd comment from Warren Gatland. It's a big game for him. It's his 100th game in charge as well, so it's a big occasion for him. He gets the best out of players. He's been brilliant for Wales, and I know there's been a lot of criticism about the way Wales have played, but we're starting to see a new style of play, and a lot of that is down to the Scarlets, and we have to be thankful for them, from Wayne Pivac and Stephen Jones, from what they've done. And our strength, I think, is out wide, when we play out wide. And this is why I'm on about Rhys Patchell being at 10, because I think we get the ball a little bit wider with him possibly at 10. And we saw against Italy, you know, Ireland was susceptible to tries out in those wide channels, and I think that's where Wales' strength is. I'm still not quite certain why Liam Williams gets picked at 15 for the Lions, yet still can't, you know, hold a Wales 15 jersey. He's picked on the wing. I'd like to see him at 15 because so many tries now are scored from turnover, from kick receipt. He's the most attacking player we've got. He's got a great offloading game. He's elusive, exactly what you want at 15. So possibly we might see him feature there a little bit later in the game. But there's key battles everywhere. You've got two quality teams today playing. I don't think we'll see 10, 12 tries. I think we'll see an attritional battle. I think it'll be close, it'll be tight. But what a game it's going to be. Can I move the?
No, you're barred from touching that at all today. So
yeah, no, I won't touch anything.
Larissa, he talks about.
Sit my hands.
Warren Gatland talks about Ireland not being the most dangerous team in attack, and we have been a little bit flat. And obviously, we scored a whole bunch of tries against Italy. We repeated that today. But your thoughts on, or as I don't want to ask either of these guys, but your thought on sort of the how dangerous our attack is, or the capacity of it.
Yeah, I think. Like, obviously, I don't think we as a nation, we were happy. We conceded, obviously, the 19 points, 3 tries against, you know, an average Italian squad. I think they'll be eager to tidy up on that, like the defensive work. But with ball in hand, like with Murray and Sexton on point today, the crisp passing, the kicking game, I honestly, you know, I know they brought back the 3 Lions. I think if we're clinical and we're composed, I have no doubt that our attacking game will flow. You know, we have the best 9 and 10 in the world, in my opinion. And I think, you know, that just adds to our attacking game. And, you know, we've got such a strong pack. We have, you know, more experienced guys out there. But I'm telling you now, it's going to be such an exciting watch. I have no doubt if we get our set piece on point that we'll be able to spread that ball and we'll definitely get over the line. Good
stuff. Again, more confidence. I'm loving that. A couple of questions in on Facebook here. One that I'm going to put to you, Stuart, from Lynn Hayden on Facebook. She says, where are Ireland going to target Wales? Can they rely or afford to rely to play their own game?
I think the attacking kicking game, I think, will be one. You'd certainly look to try and expose the space in the backfield, the way that Wales defend. I think Wales also defend with great width, which gives them great line speed, but equally the opportunity to play through the line because they stand so wide. There's opportunity to play little tight plays through the line, and I think Ireland will look to do that. And obviously, you know, they'll be looking to get dominance at set piece. You know, both at maul and scrum time. I think they'll back, you know, the tight 5 that they've got out. You know, Wales will be thinking the same. You know, Wales will be thinking exactly the same. You know, they're thinking Ireland are vulnerable on the edges. They'll take the ball there. It's a great day to play. It's nice and dry. It's perfect conditions. Yeah. So yeah, I think it'll be tight, but that's where I think Ireland will be targeting Wales.
I think that's where Josh Navidi comes in, because you can only blitz when you get a slow ball, and Justin Tipperick, a British Lion, is on the bench and he can't get a starting berth at the moment because Josh Navidi is so good over the ball, so good at slowing the ball down. When you slow ball down, you can blitz because you can get your defence set up. So that's why he's still playing. He's still starting. He's been brilliant through these in the autumn campaign and the first 2 games, and he's key to Wales's defence.
I think Shingler as well. Shingler's been immense, yeah. And quality player. I couldn't understand why he never got picked for Wales until he's made his breakthrough now, clearly. And you know, he creates a lot of line speed. He put a huge amount of pressure in the Pro 14 final, where he would target the first ball carrier just with an aggressive line speed and force an early pass. And I think you'll see that from him. Never
give up, all right? So remember that, all right?
I've only just picked up, in case anybody was in any doubt, by the way, that, you know, I am Welsh. You've got it sort of front and centre.
Yeah, you know, cut me, my blood's red as well. So.
Ian, one quick one for you here before we go to the audience from Joe Ahern on Facebook. If today's match was the World Cup final, which coach would you rather have in charge, Gatland or Schmidt?
Without doubt, Joe Schmidt.
Hey.
Yeah. That was hard.
It was obviously. I'm going to take that microphone from you, Tom, for lots of reasons, including that we don't have a second one. Okay, I'm not going to fight you for it. I won't lie. For the minute, give it up for our panel, everybody. Thanks a million, guys. Back to you very shortly. We do want to have a word with a couple of people in the crowd and to hand out our man of the match tokens, which are to come a little bit later. But Baz Ashmawi is here, everybody.
How we doing?
How's it going?
I'm no expert like these lads, but people, like, I don't want to ruin the picnic by bringing banana sandwiches, but people are very nervous.
Right.
Like, anyone I've spoken to is very jittery.
Yeah.
And even though the bookies are saying, like, Ireland's going to walk, like...
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
People are very, very, very nervous.
Yeah.
You know?
Are these lads making you feel any more confident, or is it...
They are a little, you know. Like you're saying, like 100 games. And there's no love lost.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to show you any respect. They're going to come here and they're going to get what they can out of it. So, yeah, I still think we'll do it, though.
Good stuff. Give us your score prediction. What are you thinking?
28. We go something like that.
28 Ireland,
Yeah.
and what from a Welsh point of view, 28 what? I mean, 28.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 28-0. I was all over that.
Yeah,
28, all right, okay. Good stuff. Baz, thanks a million for the minute.
Thank
Baz,
you.
everybody. We do want our audience as well to choose our man of the match today and to get our panel's thoughts on that too. So we've got some tokens that we've got here of various provincial expressions. I'm going to go first of all with Legend here, which is obviously the Munster token. And we've got, I think, a Munster taker, broadcaster Elaine Crowley. How's it going?
I'm great, how are you?
Thanks a million for taking on duties today of Legend.
I know I'll perform very well, I hope.
So you have to keep an eye on the Irish team there now and sort of figure out who's going to be the man of the match, and we'll call you up afterwards and
Excellent.
you can duly award them.
I will have my eyes peeled.
Thanks a million. Good stuff. We've got Great Goy. Can anybody guess what province Great Goy is going to be from? Leinster. I think we've got our Leinster fan here, have we?
Yeah.
Good man, you take that one there. What's your name? Where are you from?
William Murphy from Mullingar.
Good stuff. Mullingar. You're just about in there, yeah? Good man. Yeah. Not bad, Sham. We've got Connacht going on here. That's for yourself. What's your name? Where do you come from?
Colin from Galway.
Good man. Good stuff. All right, give it up for our three people who are going to pick a man of the match. Right. About time to put you guys on the spot and get some score predictions for you, Tom. I'm going to give you that microphone back. I'm going to give you that pen there. And you've got a little board behind you there, and you can just put up your score prediction. Be careful which way you go, obviously, but...
I'm guessing it's under Tom, yeah?
Under Tom, that will be accurate. Yeah.
So I'm going to say...
Oof.
All right.
Larissa, up you come.
I mean, I understand, like, win the crowd, win your freedom, but, you know, I'm trying to be honest. 21.
Oof. 6 points the difference.
We've lost. No, you got it right.
You're going for a Wales win. You're sticking by it? I mean, we'll give you one more.
Can I
you can change it. Yeah, you can change it.
Can I change it?
No, that's better.
Go for it.
2-2.
Let me think about it. Oh, completely.
She's changing her mind. Yes! Good work, Larissa. Stuart, what have we got?
Impartial now.
18, sorry. Can't draw an 8.
You can change it afterwards as well. That's absolutely fine.
No.
21-18 for Ireland. Ian, what are you thinking?
It's big.
Oof. 11 points the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say confident. I'm going to say cocky almost.
Well, I think the bookies had 7, didn't they? So
Yeah.
it's not too far off.
Yeah.
And they're often right for a reason.
Yeah. Not according to you.
Not today, though.
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish.
All right, we've got 3-1. I think we get behind that, everyone, yeah? Good stuff. All right. That's the confidence meter seems to have slipped over. I'm assuming there's been a bit of skullduggery at play here. That's pretty much it for the minute. We're about 10 minutes out from kick-off. The game is going to be an absolute belter. We're going to be back again at half-time with loads of good analysis with our panel of legends. And generally, come on Ireland! Yay! Sorry.
Sorry. You got to say it.